Do you want to do an opening statement? Or do you want to?
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
Obviously, as we all know, we played a really good Alabama team today, and I appreciate Coach. I think it's cool that he does that. He wants to play and coach against his former assistants, and it was certainly kind of surreal to be on the other side down there, and certainly not fun to be on that side when they're rolling like that. So, but I was proud of our effort in the second half, competing and not necessarily making it competitive, but finding ways to get better shots and compete defensively against a really good team. So, was certainly cool to be back and coaching against Coach Oates in Alabama, and certainly rooting for those guys moving forward. For us, we got a lot of work to do, and it's not going to get any easier. We have a couple Power Fours coming up, and we just got to not necessarily get back to the drawing board, but we got to continue to do what we did in the second half moving forward.
Questions?
When you were here 2 years ago, you coached Latrell Reitzel. He was 2 of 14 tonight, and it was a bit of a slump to start this year. Just from coaching him 2 years ago, what do you remember about coaching him, and just how confident are you that you can get out of that?
Yeah, I'm not sure it was my coaching that made him go 2 for 14 tonight. He's an elite shooter. He's one of those guys. Every time he shoots, you think it's going in. So I don't. He obviously played a big role in our success, making that run with his toughness and his defense. To me, that's probably where he's most underrated is defensively. Just his competitive spirit. The shots come and go for everybody, but certainly he just staying healthy for him is really important too. But yeah, I wouldn't look too much into the 2 for 14, but when it's on the line, he's going to be there.
Yeah, Coach, 11 turnovers in that first half, shot 22% from the field. What were some of Alabama's defensive looks that were causing y'all trouble?
Well, we were really stagnant, and we pride ourselves, like I've always been head coach, that we don't turn the ball over. We actually did a great job, I thought, defensively. We made them miss, 39% from the field. They were 28% from 3 for the game. We didn't rebound great. It's not really our strong suit anyway. But the turnover battle is something that we really, really harp on, and it's hard to turn them over. But on the other side, we don't turn the ball over. And I just thought their activity, they had really, just good attention to detail. One-on-one defense. We could not create advantages just playing one-on-one, trying to drive them. Thought they did a great. And then in their gap, they were really active hands, kind of stunting and swiping on our gap. I think they had 8 steals in the first half. So you look at it, 34 points off turnovers, and a lot of those were just uncontested dunks and layups. So. The turnovers to me was the biggest thing. I got to do a better job organizing our guys in general on that side of the ball. But then, the flip side is we got to be ball strong. When you drive it against, and this was, you look at our schedule, it's the best team we played, obviously by a lot. And this is good. This is good for our guys to play this caliber of team and grow from it and get better so that we're playing our best ball in January.
Coach, obviously you didn't get to coach LeBaron Vylon here, but what were your impressions of seeing him today? And Coach Oates has challenged him to ramp up his defensive intensity, and he had 4 steals today. Just what were your thoughts on the way he performed?
Yeah, he's obviously one of the best players in college basketball, and I think it is the way that he can impact the game on both sides of the ball. His shooting obviously has really come along as he's grown and gotten older, and if he's shooting 3 for 6 from 3, you're in trouble because you're not going to keep him out of the paint. I thought we did a good job, actually, for the most part, keeping them out of our paint, kind of forcing them to shoot maybe some non-paint threes that we wanted them to take. But with LeBaron, just his 7 rebounds too. So when you have a guy like that with 6 assists, no turnovers, and his ability to rebound and start the break, they're already going to play fast, but now you have your best decision maker rebounding and pushing it. Yeah, he's a special player, and certainly the best guard we've played this far.
Anyone else? Awesome. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, guys.